Hello, good day. God bless you. Here I want to cut this part 2 video of how to cut a double-breasted waistcoat. But this part 2 want to cut the back. So stay tuned and remain blessed. So we are trying to get, from the beginning, the way we cut the front, we didn't cut it exactly just like normal shirt, so we added some inches. So that is what we are trying to analyze. We are trying to calculate what and what to add. From the beginning, our boss was 40, which is chest 41, and the belly or body or shape was 37. So we are trying to analyze. At this point, we got 22 for the chest, for the front pattern, and the back we got we got 20 and a half. So we are trying to do the calculation, what and what to add to get 41. So 22, which is for the chest, plus what will give us 41. That is what we are trying to get. Okay, that is plus 16 will give us 41. So I pray you understand this. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to calculate. So we have sewn the front pattern to this level. Before getting the back, you have to sew the front pattern to this level. This is the method we are using here. Maybe with time I will create another video on how you cut the front. As you just cut the front, immediately you cut the back as well. So this is the back lining. We are trying to draft out the measurement we got. Yes. So for the chest, okay, let's iron first. Let's straighten the lining. Let's straighten it. This video is very long, so just bear with us. Watch it carefully. Anywhere you don't understand, you can ask your questions. Thank you. So we are taking the neck. The neck ought to be, okay, for the neck aspect, we use 3 inches for matured men. Adults, we use 3 inches. But for a chubby person, the neck will be more than that. So instead of putting 3 exactly, we are deducting 0.2 inches, which is 2.7. If you cut it 3 inches directly, the neck will be bigger than the front when sewing, and it will affect the jacket. So therefore, make it 2.7. After your sewing, it will balance. So you follow it, you mark it with your chalk, mark it. Then remember, the back is smaller than the front. So for the length aspect, you mark it, you add 1 inches for the back pattern. The back ought not to be long. If you want, some days you can cut it exactly, don't add extra inches, but for this one we are adding 1 inches at the back. Please, my video is a little bit fast because this video is very long, so therefore I re-edit it, I make it faster a bit. So anyway you don't understand, you can ask your question. So we just put out the necessary measurement. For the chest, we are adding 16 with our seam allowance. So that is why it is 16. We added 1 inches. So you follow it down, and we cut. I know this video, people have been waiting for it for long. It is very, very long. That is why they delay. Please watch it carefully. Anywhere you don't understand, ask your question. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe. Invite your friends, because very soon, as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be dropping tutorials on how to draft a suit. And for now, what we are doing is how to cut. That is the basic foundation. As we are done with how to cut, very soon you start seeing videos on how to sew. For this particular waistcoat, we have the video on how to sew it, but what our focus is now is just the cutting aspect. So when we are done with the first face of the back, so this is the interfacing. So you arrange it. As we arrange it, you can use the iron to straighten your lining if it's not straight. So as we arrange it, we are trying to cut the interfacing. So the back pattern, initially the main back pattern was we added some extra allowance, which is about 1.5 inches for hemming. It is for hemming. With time, we will drop video on how to sew this particular double-breasted jacket or waistcoat. So if you watch my notching very well, the first notching was on the waistline, and that first notching was for the belt. So this particular, the main hemming notch, that one you can see it very well for yourself. We just cut. So the interfacing is shorter because the main jacket is carrying extra allowance already. So as you watch, may you remain blessed.